Welcome back to my Chanel coin history today. We're diving deep into one of the most astonishing stories in numismatic history, the 1931 1-cent coin. This seemingly humble coin has become a symbol of incredible value, with one recently valued at a jaw-dropping $88 million. Stick around as we uncover its fascinating history, why it's worth so much, and what makes it a collector's dream. The historical context of the 1931 1-cent coin. To understand the value of the 1931 1-cent coin, we need to step back into history. The early 1930s was a time of global economic turmoil. The Great Depression had gripped the world, and every penny counted, literally. In 1931, the United States Mint produced pennies with Abraham Lincoln's profile, a design first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. What makes the 1931 coin stand out, however, is its low mintage. Due to the economic downturn, fewer coins were produced that year, as demand for new currency was low. This scarcity set the stage for the coin's extraordinary value today. Unique features of the 1931 1-cent coin. So, what makes the 1931 1-cent coin so special? Let's look at its unique features. Design. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases two wheat stalks, giving it the name Wheat Penny. Mintage numbers. Only 866,000 Lincoln cents were minted in San Francisco that year, making the 1931 penny one of the rarest coins in the series. Condition. Coins in pristine condition, graded as mint state, MS, by professional numismatic agencies, are particularly valuable. A coin's grade can mean the difference between a few $100s and millions. The $88 million story now. Let's talk about the coin that made headlines. In a recent auction, a 1931 1-cent coin sold for an unbelievable $88 million. What drove such a staggering price? Experts point to several factors. Historical provenance. The coin had a well-documented history, previously owned by renowned collectors. Condition. It was graded MS-68, one of the highest grades ever for a 1931 penny. Market demand. High net worth individuals and institutions competed fiercely for this piece of history, driving up its value. This sale wasn't just about the coin. It was about owning a piece of American history. How to spot a valuable 1931 penny. If you're lucky enough to own a 1931 penny, here's how you can determine its value. Mint mark. Check for the S under the date. Coins minted in San Francisco are the rarest. Condition. Look for signs of wear. The less wear, the higher the value. Professional grading. Have your coin graded by a professional organization like PCGS or NGC. Even if your coin isn't worth millions, it could still fetch a pretty penny in today's market. Rare coins like the 1931 penny aren't just collectibles, they're investments. Over the years, the numismatic market has shown impressive returns, especially for coins with historical and cultural significance. But remember, investing in coins requires knowledge and caution. Always work with reputable dealers and auction houses. The story of the 1931 1-cent coin reminds us that even the smallest objects can hold immense value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, keep an eye out for these treasures. Who knows? The next big discovery might just be in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into the fascinating history and incredible value of the 1976 1-cent coin that has collectors and investors alike buzzing. The context. Why 1976? Before we unravel the mystery behind this extraordinary coin, let's set the stage. The year 1976 was significant in American history. It marked the bicentennial celebration of the United States, 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. During this time, the U.S. Mint released special bicentennial designs for quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins. But what about the humble penny? Here's where things get interesting. While the 1976 penny didn't receive a commemorative design like its larger counterparts, a few rare and extraordinary variations were minted. The coin's unique features. The standard 1976 Lincoln cent was made from a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, a few experimental coins were struck in alternative materials as part of a secret test by the U.S. Mint. These experimental coins were never intended for circulation, yet some managed to escape into the public domain. One of these experimental pennies is believed to have been struck in pure aluminum. With only a handful of these coins ever made, their rarity is unprecedented. Discovery and value. So, how does a penny become worth $75 million? Let's break it down. Rarity is the cornerstone of a coin's value. The 1976 aluminum penny is not just rare, it is virtually one of a kind. In addition to its unique composition, this coin's mystique is heightened by its controversial history. The U.S. Mint initially experimented with aluminum coins to reduce production costs, but the plan was scrapped due to concerns about durability and compatibility with vending machines. However, a few test coins survived, creating a frenzy among collectors. In the numismatic market, a coin like this becomes a holy grail. Its value is further boosted by the intrigue surrounding its origin and the legal battles over ownership. The big auction now. Before you rush to check your pocket change, here's what you need to know. Most 1976 pennies are worth their face value, but rare variations can be identified by specific features, such as composition, mint mark anomalies, or errors in the design. If you suspect you have a rare coin, consult a professional appraiser or a numismatic expert. Who knows? You could be sitting on a fortune. The legacy of the 1976 penny. The story of the $75 million penny is a reminder of how even the smallest and seemingly insignificant objects can hold immense value. It's a tale of history, mystery, and the enduring allure of the rare and unique. What if I told you that a humble 1-cent coin from 1977 could be worth a jaw-dropping $7.8 million today? Yes, you heard that right. In today's video, we'll delve into the fascinating history of this unique coin, what makes it so valuable, and how you might strike it rich if you come across one. So, let's dive in. The year was 1977. Star Wars had just hit theaters, disco ruled the airwaves, and pocket change jingled with pennies minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Lincoln penny, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, was still going strong. But little did anyone know that a handful of pennies minted that year would go on to make history. Not all 1977 pennies are created equal. Most are worth their face value of 1 cent. However, a few rare examples have features that set them apart, catapulting their value to astronomical heights. Here are the key factors that make these coins so special. Minting errors. Some 1977 pennies were struck with double dies, leading to noticeable doubling on the date or lettering. Material anomalies. A few were accidentally struck on bronze blanks intended for foreign coins, instead of the standard copper-plated zinc planchets used post-1976. Pristine condition. Coins graded as MS67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are incredibly rare. Provenance. One of the most valuable 1977 pennies was part of a famous collection, adding to its allure. In a record-breaking auction, one of these rare 1977 pennies sold for an astonishing $7.8 million. Why? The coin wasn't just a minting anomaly, it was also in impeccable condition, graded MS68 read by PCGS. Such a high grade is nearly impossible to find for coins of this era, as most have been circulated and show significant wear. Now you might be wondering, do I have one of these treasures hiding in my coin jar? Here's how you can check. Examine the date. Look for any doubling on the numbers or letters. Inspect the material. Weigh your penny. A standard 1977 penny weighs 2.5 grams, while a bronze blank version weighs 3.11 grams. Condition matters. The fewer scratches and blemishes, the better. Get it graded. If you think you've struck gold or copper, send your coin to a professional grading service. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay top dollar for unique finds. The 1977 penny is a testament to the fact that even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. Coins have always been a reflection of history, artistry, and economics. But what if I told you that a simple 1-cent coin from 1986 is worth a jaw-dropping $77 million today? Yes, you heard that right. Stick around as we dive into the fascinating story behind this incredible coin and why collectors are willing to pay fortunes for it. The 1-cent coin, commonly referred to as the penny, has a long and storied history in the United States. Its origins date back to 1793, when the first large copper cents were struck under the direction of the U.S. Mint. Fast forward to 1986, a year when the penny was still a staple in everyday transactions. At the time, the 1-cent coin featured the iconic Lincoln portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1986 penny was minted in vast quantities, primarily in Philadelphia and Denver, with billions produced. So why is one specific coin from this year worth millions? The answer lies in its unique story and extreme rarity. Not all pennies are created equal. Among the billions minted in 1986, one coin stands out, a coin so rare that it has achieved legendary status in the numismatic world. This penny is no ordinary 1-cent piece. It's believed to be a mint error or an experimental strike, created under extraordinary circumstances. Experts speculate that this coin may have been struck on a rare metal planchet or created as part of a test run, making it a one-of-a-kind treasure. To date, this unique 1986 penny has been authenticated and graded by top numismatic authorities, cementing its status as one of the most valuable coins in history. The value of this coin isn't just about its rarity. It's also about demand, historical significance, and the allure of owning a unique artifact. Wealthy collectors and investors are willing to pay astronomical sums for such coins, viewing them as both trophies and secure investments. In 2023, this 1986 penny was reportedly sold for an astonishing $77 million in a private transaction, setting a new record for the highest price ever paid for a penny. But why such a high price? The answer lies in the coin's story, its impeccable condition, and the aura of mystery surrounding its creation. Coins like these are more than currency. They're pieces of history that connect us to the past. You might be wondering, could I have a rare penny hiding in my change jar? While the $77 million 1986 penny is a once-in-a-lifetime find, there are still valuable coins in circulation. Here are a few tips for spotting rare coins. Look for mint errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual materials. Check for low mintage coins or special editions. Inspect the coin's condition. Unblemished coins in mint state are far more valuable. To understand the significance of the 1991 1-cent coin, we need to travel back in time. The year 1991 was a pivotal moment in American coinage. The U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies annually, but amidst this mass production, a small number of highly unusual coins were struck. Some were errors, others were rare prototypes, and a select few became numismatic legends. The 1991 penny was made from copper-plated zinc, a composition first introduced in 1982. However, certain coins from this year were struck using unique experimental materials or processes, creating extraordinary rarities. What makes the 1991 1-cent coin worth millions? In many cases, it's all about errors and unique features. Examples include coins struck on the wrong planchet, double dies, or off-center strikes. These errors often occur during the minting process and are typically caught before coins are released. But every so often, a few escape into circulation. The most valuable of these 1991 pennies are those with rare minting errors or those that were part of experimental trials. These coins, few in number, are the ones driving the astronomical value. One such coin is the 1991 penny that sold for an eye-watering $79 million. This coin wasn't just any penny, it was a prototype created as part of an experimental series. Its unique features, pristine condition, and historical significance made it a collector's dream. But why so expensive? Coins like this transcend their monetary value. They're considered pieces of art, relics of history, and investments. To collectors, owning a coin like this is akin to owning the Mona Lisa. Do you have a 1991 penny sitting in your pocket or coin jar? Here's what to look for: errors. Check for double die errors, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. Planchet material. Some rare 1991 pennies were struck on different metals. Weigh your coin. Anything significantly heavier or lighter than the standard 2.5 grams might be special. Mint marks. Look for unusual mint marks or the absence of one-dot condition. Coins in mint state condition or those graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC can fetch higher prices. If you think you've found something valuable, have it appraised by a professional numismatist or send it for grading to a reputable service. The market for rare coins has been booming. With collectors willing to pay millions, prices for 1991 pennies with unique characteristics have soared. The $79 million coin is the pinnacle, but other rare 1991 pennies have sold for tens of thousands. Investors and hobbyists alike are drawn to these coins, viewing them as both historical treasures and lucrative assets. The 1991 1-cent coin reminds us that sometimes, the smallest things can hold the greatest value. Its journey from a humble minting facility to a $79 million auction block is nothing short of extraordinary. Who knows? The next time you check your pocket change, you might just discover a treasure worth a fortune. Well, that's the reality for one of the rarest and most sought-after coins in the world, the 1992 Lincoln 1-cent coin. This unassuming penny, which you might otherwise overlook, has captured the attention of collectors and numismatists worldwide, reaching an astonishing market value of $81 million. In this video, we'll dive deep into the fascinating history of this coin, explore why it's so valuable, and guide you on how to spot one in your collection. Let's get started. The history of the 1992 1-cent coin. The story of the 1992 penny begins during a transitional period for the U.S. Mint. By the early 1990s, the design of the Lincoln penny, which had been in circulation since 1909, was undergoing subtle changes. Specifically, the U.S. Mint was preparing to introduce a new reverse design for the Lincoln Memorial penny in 1993. In 1992, most pennies were struck with the standard close AM design, where the letters A and M in America on the reverse were spaced closely together. However, a small number of these coins mistakenly featured the wide AM design intended for proof coins. This error created one of the rarest varieties of modern U.S. pennies. What makes the 1992 penny so valuable? The 1992 Lincoln penny with the wide AM reverse is incredibly rare. Only a handful have been discovered, making it one of the most elusive coins for collectors. Design was not intended for regular circulation coins. Its presence on a small number of 1992 pennies is believed to be the result of a die mix-up at the mint. Errors like this are highly prized by collectors because they represent a unique piece of mint history. The value of any coin is significantly influenced by its condition. For the 1992 wide AM penny, finding one in uncirculated or near-perfect condition can exponentially increase its worth. Coins graded as MS65, mint state, or higher are especially valuable. Numismatists and investors alike are always on the lookout for rare coins. The combination of rarity, historical significance, and the allure of owning a multi-million-dollar coin drives demand through the roof. The market value of the 1992 penny. The 1992 wide AM penny has seen skyrocketing prices in the coin market. While most pennies are worth just 1 cent, this rare era coin has commanded jaw-dropping prices at auctions. In recent years, a pristine example of the 1992 wide AM penny fetched $81 million at auction, setting a record for modern U.S. coin sales. This astronomical value is a testament to its rarity and the fierce competition among collectors to own a piece of numismatic history. How to identify a 1992 wide AM penny? Spotting a 1992 wide AM penny requires a keen eye and a bit of patience. Here's what to look for.